How you doing?
Yeah, all good, pal. All good.
Nice. Nice. We
What's
got
going on today?
just a little bit online. Just did a workout at the vault, so that was fun with the boys. Because everyone,
Love
if
it.
someone asked me like, who do you teach? I'm like, they're like what skill level? I'm like, I teach anyone, but they have to be like addicted or obsessed to golf, and that's my client. Like when I'm like, how often you practice? They say like every minute I can. Like it's like
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
I
guy.
know. Trying to really work on trying to get that arm off the chest
I love
as
it.
we
That's the best takeaway, one-handed one I've seen you do right there.
just there, just putting into that sort of spot.
But that's so money right there. Crazy. Perfect. 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 But Ian, that's so real deal, man. Here, check this. I mean, is that not just what we were talking about last time?
Yeah, yeah. No, I came in and I'll keep in. Yeah, talking to obsessed golfers. I couldn't really sleep last night, and I ended up getting up at 4:30 in the morning, coming in here for like 4 hours
No, we didn't.
before. Yeah, before the guys opened at 9. I was literally walking out of here, and the guys are like, "What time did you get in here?" I'm like, I mean, it was about 5 by the time I got here. They're like, "You are not right in the head."
Buddy, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm going to bed last night at 11 before I texted you. I'm in the mirror.
I know.
It's like
It's insane.
the swing feeling at 11 at night.
Yeah, I know. And one of the boys was like, "Oh, you're really trying hard for this trip to Stream Song." I'm like, dude, I'm like, this is nothing to do with the trip to Stream Song. This is like an every
Yeah.
weekend, every minute I could do this. That's why I always say to Trace, I'm like, well, let's just build this in the house.
Buddy,
Like build it in the house, and then
I got
like I
it.
won't have to drive and waste time.
Yeah, no, it's nice. Like the problem is I need to use it more. Like it's there and I go in there and every time I go and actually like do a session, I'm like, man, why don't I do this more? But
Yeah, I know.
now I put in because Fife's so hooked on basketball, I put in a hoop in there.
Aha.
We've been playing basketball like nonstop in the garage. Can we not just do this?
I know, dude. Honestly, I think that might be the best I've ever seen at the top.
Oh my goodness, it looks so simple. Like so
Yeah.
simple. Okay, let's keep going.
Okay.
Lots of those. Good. Good. Ian, unreal again, man. It's how much conscious effort once you get to the spot to the top to get the club in that good of a spot. Are you working?
Really? No, no, not work at all. Like no, like it's just like once the arm is off the chest, like it almost feels like it gets easier
Yeah,
because like when I'm like stuck in here, I'm like trying to then like work to create a position. The elbow's got to go from internal to external. Like
yeah,
the minute I get that left arm off the chest, it's just, well the arm if it just sits there, kind of elbow to right hip, and then just make a big turn. The only thing I have to always remind myself is more hip turn,
yeah,
like deeper into the right hip.
yeah.
And then it kind of it just seems to take care of itself.
I love it. Oh yeah. Crazy simple. Couple more of those.
Okay.
so nice to see the left shoulder look around your body, you know?
Right. Yeah. Rather than what, like, sort of pitching up.
Like when you get here, now I'm starting to see sort of the lead arm reach
Oh,
around
yeah, yeah.
the
Sorry.
body, right? Versus
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
it looks like it's that way. Now it looks like it just wants to wrap around, no problem.
Do you like that? Do you like that a little more, like pointing at, or towards the target than as much laid off as the first one was?
Well, it's one of those, like if you look like this, the thing I just watching where that sort of arm gets, like I'm still okay with that. It's starting to get a little bit more behind you than I would say, let's see the first one. This one, I would say it's a little shorter, probably swing wise.
Got
That
it.
might be, I think we keep picturing that. There's
Yeah, I
it's
agree.
to go a bit more, but I think we keep picturing that. I was just gonna say, I want to see the rehearsal with one hand and then go back and then put the other hand on and see if you can find that same spot. I
Right.
just see if it looks the same with two as it does with one, but I do love how it's how simple those are looking. Bingo. Looks like a really controlled flight, like for you know what I mean? Like what's the line?
Yeah. So they've been about 2 degrees down. So yeah, I'm guessing there's a little bit of that just as I'm starting it down.
That's fine. Don't worry about it yet. Let's just think.
Yeah, exactly. I've been trying really hard not to try to fix that, just because I see like lie angle there's not a huge issue anyway.
Thank. Okay, this time do it with one hand to the hip, Ian.
Okay.
Good. And now put two hands on and then go back to address. And now find that same spot. Great. Okay, up and hit it. Great job. Okay, same thing. You did a identical move. Identical.
Awesome.
Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. Tell you what, man, I'm liking you're doing really good. So this was with two hands.
Okay. That's pretty clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like that tie. That looks pretty good.
Yeah, it doesn't look like much. I mean, that looks pretty sweet. Yeah, like super
Yeah.
actually. So this time, so see which one you like better. So go this time, go left hand only, and then stop. I just want to see which one you like more for this drill.
I kind of like what we're doing here. It's like left hand rehearse it, and while you still have the exact motion in your mind, right hand on, put it back there, then go. I feel like I really like that feel.
Yeah, do you like that more than left hand?
Yeah,
So
I
like, if you can do left handed here, put the right hand on, then go back to address and then find it, or you can do left
yeah,
here, back to address, right hand on, and then find it.
because I think the thing that when I was kind of warming up and hitting a few, like I could still see a little bit of like early extension of the right wrist. So like I kind of still want to make sure that I really get that feel of having that right wrist staying pretty neutral.
Love it. Tell you, posture looks A+ too, by the way.
It's interesting as well, Ty, because when I put two hands on that dynamic lie angle, there's got to be something. There's got to be something to the sort of position the right arm gets in at address, because that lie angles went from consistently two down to it's either 0 or 1 up now.
No way.
Yeah, yeah. There's been a 3-degree change since starting with two hands versus one.
Isn't that interesting? That is very interesting. I think
Uh-huh.
it might be the sequencing of like the flow of that swing looks a little easier for you because you're doing it sort of, you're not having to put your hand back on it, you know?
Yeah.
Isn't that top looks so
Yeah, man. That's like I love like actually the first half of the backswing as well. Like club is really nicely through the hands at P2.
oh yeah, like this part just looks so simple to there, you know, like
Yeah.
if I freeze internal tibia, you remember?
Yeah. I really, yeah, no, I do totally do remember that. I really need to actually go back into my app and actually, just sort of redo all of those movements and
And
sort of really strengthen those patterns again.
yeah, because I like the more the left tibia one, that's just downswing post impact stuff. So that's that. The backswing is just the right shoulder being in that sort of strong scap position, which is
Yeah.
just practice. But I tell you, you're looking pretty good. Like, what have you been doing stuff wise?
I mean, I would just say like I've been doing lots of. I've been trying to do a lot of like strengthening because when was it? Over the holidays or something. There's no doubt about it. Like I'd kind of really kind of busted my neck up pretty bad again, like
Yeah.
just before the holidays, and it was so painful. I think I've never really used like muscle relaxant like gels and stuff like that, and like over Christmas, I'm like I've got to put something on this. I'm like this is horrendous. So like I've been trying to get much more sort of neck, shoulder, trap, that type of strength. Sort of,
Yeah.
I got to strengthen that area. It's one of the things I'd love to do, like at some point with you and Mark Bull, is get on Mark's system and like see, like I feel it with the driver. Like when I was hitting balls yesterday morning with the driver, there are certain drivers that I feel like when I start the downswing, and I think it most likely that's why I want to kind of do it with you two, because I know you both have seen the same thing. There must be there must be an element of like backswing, and then as I turn on the power, it like cranks my neck that way as like an opposite reaction. So
Yeah.
as I kind of go that way and start down, like it's like a whiplash, and
Yeah.
that's where like I feel like the pain in my neck when I in that transition.
That makes sense. That makes sense. That's like if you, yeah, because if I go this way, your brain knows, oh, I'm not going to hit driver like that, so I got to go
Totally.
the other way for sure,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
and that's why I keep injuring the right side of my neck.
Yeah.
And just like even if I just kind of like feel through my trap, like all the muscle knots that are in there and stuff is super super tender.
Yeah, we might be able to do that. I mean, I know Mark's here for the show too, so
Yeah, no, I totally. And I'd sent him a message. I said, "Listen, I'd love to get together when you're in town with Ty." And he's like, "Ian, he's like, I'll make time whenever you want." So, no,
incredible.
we should do that.
Yeah, 100%. Good swing, man. I mean, that just gives us options. You know, the reason I say that is um compared to say whatever the other day where the miss was more of a left miss,
Yeah,
like that's like a baby fade, which so you think about like transition, and not that we're going to transition yet, but like now since this looks so good, right? If I go
yeah,
like this, that is a baby fade. If I go like that, now I'm back to neutral. But from this position, if you went more like that, well, now that's a bigger pull draw. And then
right.
it's well, I have no incentive to hit a bigger pull draw. I'm already hitting a pull draw, right? So then it's like, what's incentivizing what?
Yeah,
Because like this is that, like, geez, man.
yeah,
Right? I could go more right hip if I said anything, right?
yeah. I could kind of feel that. To be honest, like I could feel like I wasn't. It didn't feel like I was at the end of my range of motion, sort of thing.
Yeah. And then like the force is going, it's close. Like we could, as we keep going, we can play around with that. The backswing is we have to, the better this gets, the easier the life gets, you know?
Yeah, yeah. It does. The force does look like it's going down the shaft a little more there.
Yeah. It's like so minimal, right? So
Yeah,
it's close to where we want to be.
love it.
We
Okay.
just want to get it to a point where you can like really let it swing and not worry about it going to like starting left, you know?
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
From the shut face, like we had no incentive to do that, right?
Yeah, definitely,
You look
definitely.
money there too at the top.
Yeah, so the top looking the way we like it is it just feels like it's so key to get that last little bit of right hip depth
Yes.
because it stops the arms needing to do it. Something's going to get it there, and just it just can't be the arms sort of
Correct.
getting that way.
Yeah. I can't believe how flowing your start of your backswing starting to look. I love it.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's a huge goal for me. Is just for that start of the backswing, just to feel like it's moving away really, really fluently. I think that was a big breakthrough on Thursday. I think it was, wasn't it? And just like getting that little kind of key first move, like just to kind of bind together what we were looking at with the Westwood move, and obviously trying to kind of get that left arm position. I just think this little kind of one hand feel and drill just helps so much.
Love it. Give me two more, and then I'll just check the front too. Very nice. What's our launch angle there?
Launches, so this is 7, and it's launching at 23.
Okay, so we could go, because I want the incentive not to have to hold it. So if I just go, so there's the dress, Ian.
Ball position up again.
Yeah, I would go ball position and then maybe a touch more, like push the shaft so it's, you might feel like it's lean. I just want it straight up, and
Yeah,
because I just want to,
totally.
I don't want you to have to feel like to flight it, you're gonna have to lean on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally agree with that. Actually, funny, I kind of hit some balls the other day, really trying to feel both of those things, like ball position back and sort of shaft, sort of leaning a little bit, just in that nice sort of inside left thigh strong position.
Yeah, put it like more back. Like if I feel like I'm pretty square to you. Even
Yeah.
go a touch more back. Touch more. Like get crazy. There you go. Let's just do a couple there. I mean,
Okay.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, as we said on Thursday, like I would rather the flight looked flat of neutral than high of neutral.
Yeah, I just think over, in the short term, you're going to be in Florida. It's January. It's going to be super windy. So it's like,
Totally.
I don't want you to
Totally.
feel the first swing. You're like, man, I can't hit this thing low, you know?
Yeah, yeah. One of the other things with that as well, I think sometimes with ball position creeping forward is just for head position wise as well. Like when the ball position is forward, like I have no incentive sort of to get behind it.
And
Whereas if the ball position's back a little bit, we're going to have to feel like we got to get behind it.
yeah, no, I agree. This is what where you are there, where I said keep moving it crazy back. That's sort of where we got it to there.
Oh,
Right? So it's like it'll be interesting to see. Like I want you to hit some from there, you know.
okay. Yep. Funny as well, Ty. Like you'll probably like see me having to do like when we're down, like doing that little rehearsal of like, okay, like get a feel for what the right shoulder, right arm position is. It's with the ball position back like that. I don't feel like I need to do that. It's can almost preset me
Oh,
with
you're
the shoulder position more behind it.
yeah, plenty that way. Yeah, lovely. I'll take that all day. Makes sense. I thought it was like I was like hopeful that it was going to be a little more of a push. This is what that looks like
Yeah,
setup wise, Ian.
it just looks neutral.
Yeah, it looks neutral. We could probably load the left hip a little more pressure wise, but I think the
Yeah,
tucks and everything, I wouldn't change anything. I just think the pressure could be forward, like everything exact same body position, and just like feel like you're just pushed into the front foot a little more. But I love where you are body position.
so that was obviously a little push, and even though it was a little push, it was 4 degrees less on launch.
Again, that's what because what's that incentive? Well, that's going to incentivize more width, more like
Yeah,
less delivered loft without lean. Like it sort of does all the stuff I want, without you having to try.
totally. Like I was saying as well, like the best clubs in the bag for me, kind of like distance relative to speed, have been 4 4, 5, and 6. And I've been really struggling with probably 8, 9 wedge, gap wedge, just not creating, enough pressure into the golf ball. Like there's plenty of speed there. There's just not enough pressure into the ball.
Yeah. I like where we're going. Yeah, a little more left hip pressure, just a touch. Yeah, perfect. A little more tapping, just a little. Right there. Let's go.
Yeah, that's in a strong spot. I like that though.
Yeah, that's this one. Just so you can see the setup.
Yeah, that's a stronger setup.
Yeah, not even overdone, like at all. Like I think
No.
you can, and then we'll play around with, like, if I look at head position, I mean, we could we're probably right on the max of where we want that right side bend at address, but it's like, it's still like, I would rather you there than anywhere like that. So
Yeah, exactly. It's, as you say, it incentivizes at least the movement towards the right way, not the wrong way.
yeah. And then I'm looking at, like, there's the top from a tilt standpoint. So like like that looks good. Like I see maybe a touch. Like, no, you know what? I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good with all of it. Spacing looks good.
Okay.
The wrist wise, like, remember how we were referencing Cam Smith last week? Like, if I do,
Yeah.
right? So if I was gonna say, if I was gonna push one sort of thing, I would do, where was it? Thursday. There we go. So it's,
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? Yeah, I like that.
so just a little bit more like right arm push, a little bit, but the rest, like, tilts and everything, you look nice, really nice.
I know it does. It does. It looks very balanced, very neutral.
And it's, I think the right arm feel is like within reason, like, I don't want you to feel like it's gonna like, create too much tension or anything like that.
Totally.
So definitely check mark on the setup and the backswing now. I like what you're doing.
Closer for sure.
Yeah. Well, we got lunch there.
Go to probably 17. So that one was 19.
Okay. Here, look at this.
So pretty good.
You did a good job with the right arm there.
Yeah, that's better, isn't it?
Yeah, it just looks solid, man.
Yeah. Because ideally, like, I want to try and get, I mean, I love these T150 irons, but I want to try and get out of something that has that much tungsten low down.
Yeah.
Because it's the CG gets so low, or gets, low enough that it really, from time to time, gives you that sort of instability and distance control. Whereas if I can go towards, T100, then there's less tungsten and I'll be way more consistent on distance control.
Right. That would be huge,
It would definitely. And to be honest, like, even just the setup change, like the difference in dynamic loft, if I go back like 4 swings, and just even see where dynamic loft was 4 swings ago. Yeah, so prior to changing it, there was back-to-back swings where dynamic loft was 30. And then the first time we changed it, it went 26. And then the next 2 times it was 24. So we've literally taken away 6 degrees of dynamic.
Yeah, that's because I want to keep incentivizing that transition, right? Like, I don't want any of this for you to hit it low. I want you to, like, you know, like that's how you're hitting it low versus
Yeah,
that's how you're hitting it low, you know?
yeah. No, that's very interesting.
Awesome. Touch more lean. Sorry. There you go, that one. Job on. Toe of the club.
I mean, yeah, can I just pop that down the line a sec, Ty? I wouldn't mind, with that change to the setup,
Yeah, let's do it.
just to see what it looks like.
That's with the extra lean feel. Look how nice that looks.
It just like it looks so much better with with a little bit of forward shaft lean, ball position back, just stronger.
Oh yeah, it looks like you're gonna have ball control, you know?
Yeah.
The other one looks like you're downwind on a par 5 and you're like, I'm going full send to get this like as high as I can, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like ball sitting up a little bit in the first cut, and you're just kind of you don't want to lean on it too much and catch it high in the blade.
Yeah. That's nice. Really nice. Yeah. Different look to that to me.
Yeah, I think that's why I wanted to have a quick check on it just down the line because it's starting to feel very different.
We had just, I would say, like if I was going through everything, like just watch that we don't get aimed too far right with that ball position, you know? So it looks like you
Yeah.
aimed a little more right. When we did,
Okay.
did I get the demo? I didn't get the demo, but so then the actual, I would say slightly more active in the right wrist there, slightly,
Okay. Yeah.
slightly
Yeah.
slightly more tilted there.
Okay.
Still super functional though. Like it was, you know, like I would say in real life, totally good. In us trying to be
Totally.
really picky, I would say we could do those things a little bit better.
Agreed. Okay, let me give you one more, and then I gotta run.
Okay, bud. Yeah, right there. So much better with the right wrist, man.
Yeah, that was better. When it felt better, I could feel it straight away.
Well, it's funny because I bet like when it's better there, like if you watch this one, when it's better in that first foot, like you would just think, okay, if it's that the amount of range there, I don't have to find if I go crazy early, I gotta go crazy downswing, you know?
Yeah.
Here's the demo so you can see it too. You see it?
Yeah.
So I just keep thinking a little more right, a touch, and then, but
Yeah.
really nice there, man. Like that's sporty.
Totally. What was the numbers on that one? 24 dynamic.
24. Yeah, from what was it?
30. Yeah, it was 30 and a weekend. All my lofts got weakened. I weakened them during the holidays. I added 2 degrees of loft to everything. I just wanted to try and, to be honest, I wanted to take the loft off through the swing, not through the club.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, let's just take some loft away and then work towards this type of thing, just getting in a stronger impact.
Yeah, that's super fun. Awesome, man. I'll send you a couple of those. I'm good for next week. What day do you fly?
Yeah, we're not away for another. So yeah, I'm good next week, and then we would fly the following Sunday. So maybe catch up with you like Thursday or Friday that week if that's cool. Just before we go.
I mean, I really liked, even if we want to do a 30-minute check-in at some point this week, I don't know what your, like that Thursday, evening one, I don't know if that would work again. We could do a Thursday quick check and then Sunday again. If
I'm
you
in Calgary Thursday, if maybe even just do a quick check-in Friday afternoon.
Friday I have, let's see. Yeah, I can. Like 3 p.m.,
Awesome.
3 p.m., 4 p.m. around there, I'm good. If that's possible.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have a quick check. I'll make it possible. We'll make it happen. But yeah, it'll be cool to have a little check in. I'm excited at some balls and see what some of the kind of changes are with the setup change.
Well, I felt like
Thanks, brother. Cheers, Ty.